It means we have hope if this government comes.
Yes, my people, when I watch this video, come see wetin this Taraba State Emir of Taraba, wetin dey talk with him mouth concerning Peter Obi, concerning APC. The man wey after Peter Obi talk to am finish, you know say if Peter Obi dey talk to you, you go be like say na prophet dey follow you talk. After Peter Obi talk to the man finish, the Emir of Taraba, if you hear wetin the man speak for mouth, the man come dey talk say, he say, doctor, e get word wey he use, he say doctor wey no remember the name of sickness, how he go take know how to cure am? Na code na the one drop. And when I watch the video to the end, see this time around, people you just need to lis ten to wetin Peter Obi talk, then come hear wetin this man too, this same man speak with him mouth. As in, I dey proud of myself. So I dey see these things dey come to pass in our time. Watch the video, make me share am. Help me share this video. Make sure say you share this video, make it go viral.
We must change our politics to become where citizens can trust their leaders. Today, there's a disconnect. The people don't trust their leaders because all they do is tell lies, say things they will not do. We want to change it. It must be the other way around, where citizens can begin to build trust. Nigerians will be proud to be called Nigerians. We want to restore the dignity of our green passport globally and everywhere. Your Majesty, thank you, and may God continue to bless you.
My son is running mate, Dr. Ahmed Dokti. My beautiful daughter, his wife. I could not but look at her twice and be proud that that is a good wife for a future president. My daughters that are here, apart from the beauty, I'm encouraged by the number in your team. It means we have hope. If this government comes, we are going to have a voice for the women. It is my pleasure to receive you, and it is my pleasure to be part of Nigeria. The presidential candidate has scratched the back a little, but as a father, I will put the line straight. The first issue before us as Nigerians is to turn leadership into science. The meaning of science is the search for truth, and the search for truth to be aimed at creating the best for humanity and in fact for all the animals. So in leadership, we as emirs in our training, the leader is an average sensible man holding the torch, looking at the best route, looking for the best route, and making sure he follows the best route correctly and encourages all the nation to follow the route that is good and correct. So the first thing in leadership is the clarity of purpose, honesty of purpose. Whoever seeks to be a leader should aim at his heart to be the best Nigerian, to serve Nigeria in the best of his ability, as we say always when we swear. And the best of ability comes when you become a scientist. A scientist is a person who sits down, investigates, finds out the best, and tries to implement the best to serve the best purpose of the country. I hope Mr. Peter Obi will make effort to become that. The second point is, each person hoping to succeed, the first job is his mother, is to make sure he is healthy, he grows, he becomes a successful person. And the first job of a mother is to identify sickness before the child dies. And the sickness of Nigeria today is the leadership. Mental failure, and mental failure in my definition, means a situation where a person is busy doing what is useless and he failed to address what is most useful. What does that mean? We sit down, big ceremonies, big persons, big objectives, big stories, the basic small issues before the nation are not even observed by the leader, not to talk of addressing it. So the first issue in Nigeria is total ignorance. Our most educated, unfortunately, can even be analyzed to be the most ignorant because they are ignorant of the reality of the situation of the country. We go on dreaming of solving problems when we failed to look at what the problems are in the first place. And no doctor can cure a disease if he cannot remember what the disease is. So fundamentally, all those in Hausa, we call them Shiga Shoroba Shanu. That means he has no cows and he wants to be a herder. That is to say, he has no knowledge of leadership. And those of us that are born into it, learn it, and we know what to do, we are called traditional. You are lying to yourselves. We are the sensible people who know the past and who are going to guide you into the future. So I will list one by one. The first problem of this country is that we have no skill of any type. There is no field that we have excelled in the skill. Starting from basic, if you want to make a needle today, nobody here will tell me where do I start. As a Nigeria of 200 million people, we don't have one engine we can call our own. One engine drives pumps, one engine drives generators, one engine drives our windmills. Whatever we need today comes from engine or the electric motor. I want Mr. Peter Obi to commit to us that he will wake up and say, what is the correct engine for Nigeria? What is the correct motor for Nigeria? And take the steps to reach that stage. The second element is the definition of comfort and honor. Once a leader thinks his comfort comes from income, from money, from material, then he has failed before starting.
Finish.
The comfort of a leader is from meeting the aspiration of his people. And I give you a test. Go out of Jalingo and ask anybody, is there anything Emir has taken from you? You will get the answer. Is there anything Emir has given you? You will get the answer. What I have taken from my people is zero. What I have given them is the right direction. That is the responsibility of leadership. The third is the word we call corruption. What is corruption? At the end of the day, corruption, pure and simple, is stupidity. Nothing more. You want to steal from your mother's pot. For who is she cooking in the first place? When you steal from the nation is yours. You don't have another place. The first time I was in London, the policeman asked me, what have you come to do here? I said, I'm not a madman that in my country I left and I don't know what to do. Between me and you, my friend, is your visa, here it is. If you are satisfied, you let me in. If you are not satisfied, I have a place I'm proud of. You are not going to ask me any question more than what is provided in the condition for my coming here. Because I don't have the need to come here. Because you are the person who felt the need to come there first. And you told us you've discovered us. I have also come to discover you. So basically, the word corruption is a situation where somebody wants to take advantage of another person. And there is no way you can take advantage of another person without creating an opportunity for another person also to take advantage of you. So the moment you are corrupt, you are also laying foundation for more corruption. You are laying foundation for the corruption that comes on you, and we are all going to be losers. I have been miserable in many occasions in this country, but never more than the day I saw in the newspapers, Justice of our Supreme Court are accusing the Chief Judge of corruption. When did they know it? It's a basic question. When did they know it? If he was corrupt and they allowed him to become Chief Justice, then they are birds of the same feather. So basically, we must address corruption at every level. And the first person to address corruption is the person that is leading. If you become president of Nigeria and you change and determine that you will never be corrupt, nobody else will be corrupt.
100%.
100%.
100%.
But I will tell Mr. Obi, I heard this 20 times without any apology. Almost every presidential candidate comes here and tells me, and I tell him what is right, and he tells me I'm right, he's going to do that. Now you have taken the debt, and Jalingo will write a record. I'm happy that you said we are recording what you are saying. I am also going to be happy that you are recording what I'm saying. And the next day I come to us, I will not be told that I'm too small to reach the president.
No. You will never be. I'll come back here.
So, I want to tell all Nigerians that we have a country to be proud of. All we need is to accept the truth. The truth is nobody is going to wipe our tears except our effort and commitment. We must all be committed to do the best. We must be committed to keep Nigeria one. We must be committed to ensure the progress of Nigeria. And Nigeria can only progress through our skills, effort, and earnest achievement. We should stop compensating people for contributing to the destruction of the country.
Completely.
Completely. Until and unless we do that, we are all going to be doomed. And I pray we never will be. Now, finally, my son, brother, and guests, I have sympathy for you. This is a man that there is no doubt he is of the age to be a president. He is of the maturity to be a president. The rest, of course, will be determined by God and others, not the Emir of Muri only. But all the facts before me clearly seems good and in his favor. The problem I fear and worry for him is that we cannot escape the fact there is no presidential candidate that does not have a tribe. Every presidential candidate has a mother, and every mother has a room, and every room is located in one local government or the other, and every local government is located in a state and a zone. So there is no presidential candidate that does not have a state. There is no presidential candidate that does not have a zone, and there is no reason anybody from any zone cannot be the president of Nigeria. That one is a definite and agreed fact. But the current developments in the East makes me very uncomfortable. Many of you are ladies. I will ask you, which girl, which wife will give her back to the husband that is going to court to seek for divorce? Once your husband is accused of divorce, then you already have divorced. And therefore, the people of the East must help this gentleman by accepting and facing the fact that they are leaders in trading in Nigeria. They are leaders in effort in Nigeria. They should also be leaders in uniting Nigeria. There is no way, Mr. Obi, your younger brother can tell me that I cannot go to Enugu on Monday. And then I will tell him he's acting correctly. I am a goat rearer. I sell my goats to the East. And the vehicles we have can break down anytime. When we start going to the East, you can't say the date you arrive. You have to arrive whenever it's possible to arrive. And a situation where somebody tells me that I cannot enter a so place on Monday is a disaster for the nation. It should be avoided. It should be thrown out. I have no business with anybody agitating for anything. It's a right. But every right should draw within the Constitution. Thank you very much.